I mean, in terms of sustainability, everything is about collaboration. So I think things like the impact community, that is absolutely fundamental. If we're going to get to where we want to get to, net zero, biodiversity, social value, it is all about collaboration, not just within our sector, but across all the sectors, thinking about our occupiers and everything. So the more platforms we have to collaborate, the better. And I really like what was said this evening about making sure we were building on a lot of the great work that's already happening, collaborating with EPRA and the universities, all these sorts of things. It's so important that we build on what's already happening, but pull us all together so we're heading in the same direction. If you actually really step back from it, this is hugely exciting. This is literally, whether you talk about the fourth, sixth, whatever it might be, we're going through an industrial revolution that is probably bigger than any in human history. Not just climate change and environment and sustainability, all those things, but AI also coupled in with that. And I think the point we're at the moment is we actually have the data now to understand a lot of this stuff. Obviously, there's lots of gaps to fill, but we are working on decarbonisation audits across our sector. We're understanding what technology we need to change. We know we have to turn off the fossil fuels across the economy. We just need to know with what technology and when do we do it. And the really exciting piece now is the conversation on how we do that in a business case that makes sense, that's a win for business, it's a win for the planet, win for our investors. That's where we are right now, and that's really exciting because it means we're making those changes at the asset level, but also in parallel to all this, we've got the point where we're seeing impact funds launching across the market to address things like carbon removal, to look at climate technology, all these sorts of things. So it's a really exciting time, and the fact that we've now got the information, the data, the technology to do it means we can have the tough but exciting conversation of what's the next step and how do we move forward to this. And I think across the sector we're doing that at scale finally. The challenges are any of these changes are disruptive to business as usual. Business has operated, the economy has operated in a certain way for many, many years. In some cases you could say hundreds of years. And this way of thinking, moving towards circular economy principles, switching off fossil fuels, this is disruptive. And there are consequences. We have to think about doing that in a just transition way. And that's the big challenge, is doing it in a way that is fair, doesn't put an environmental impact onto a different life cycle stage, doesn't solve an environmental problem and create a social problem. And I think collaboration, again, is key to that. If we're working together on these things, communicating and understanding the risks across the whole life cycle, that's how we get it done. But we know the answers, we know what technology needs to be done, we know we need to switch off fossil fuels, we know these things. The challenge is to make it work in a way that allows us to do our fiduciary duty, allows us to make our business thrive. We want to protect our business, we want to grow our business, and sustainability provides a really exciting opportunity to do that.